And if you wish to learn those techniques on a dulcimer, stay tuned for the lesson. Welcome one and indeed welcome all to this Blackpool Music School video all about the dulcimer. I am using my cigar box dulcimer, but a normal dulcimer is fine, any tuning is fine. I am tuned Golf, Delta Golf, you could be Alpha Echo Alpha or Charlie Golf Charlie or Delta Alpha Delta, it makes no difference. These techniques will work on those tunings, you'll just be playing in a different key to me. So let's get started. To get the most from this video, you'll have need to seen the previous one a couple of weeks ago, titled 12 Bar Blues Dulcimer Beginners. This video supplements that one and adds a bit more to the technique. There'll be 3 videos in this series, one covering the top line, one covering the second line and one covering the third. So I have used Roman numerals, so no matter what you're tuning, these work. If I start writing chord names on the screen, you may not be in the same tuning as me and they wouldn't apply. So I've written Roman numerals on one side and the chord positions on the other. So let's get started. As some of you may hear, Storm Bert has hit Blackpool. If you know when that hit, you'll know how far in advance I shoot some of these videos. So let's get started. We are focusing on the top line. You will notice there are 4 bars of G. So you can just play it like this. First bar, second bar, third bar, fourth bar. It sounds okay. And there's nothing wrong with it, it just doesn't engage the listener. So we're going to add a bit more to this that was covered in the previous video. In this video I am using a slide on my middle finger. Some use their pinky, some their ring, some their middle, some their first. So you can use any one of them you wish. I personally use the middle finger, I feel more comfortable using the middle finger, but you use whichever finger you wish. So we're going to add a bit more to that now, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to add is some crunch, like that. So all you do is rest your first finger or those 2 fingers on the strings. So it's be like this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's it. So 1 bar of the top line would be like this. So 1 bar again would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Again I'm moving my hand out the way so you can see I'm not playing anything. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. As with the previous videos I'm strumming down on the numbers, up on the ands. So 1 bar is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that top line would sound like this. And that's something you can add. You don't have to do it all the time, you can do 1 bar normally. You can do that if you wish, it's entirely up to you, but there is more we can do. So there's a bit more we can add. We can use the bass drum video, please see that's about 6 weeks ago now. That first string there, first fret of the string nearest your chin. Okay, that's the note you need. So it's down, up, first finger at the first fret of the string nearest your chin, 2 and. Then off, then crunch. So again that's 1 and, first fret, first fret the string nearest your chin, please forgive me, first day with a new mouth, 2 and, off again, 3 and, crunch, 4 and. So 1 bar would now sound like this. 1 bar. Again, just one bar. One bar. One bar. Counted like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So you can do that if you wish. And that adds a bit more to the playing. Like I said, there's more we can add. We can do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Add slide instead. So the one hand is open. Again, you don't have to do this with your hand. I'm just doing that so you can see I'm not playing anything. 1 and, the crunch on the 2 hand, open on the 3 hand, then a slide on the 4 hand. The slide is halfway between, this is the nut, this is the first fret. We're placing it roughly halfway on the 4 and sliding up over the first fret for the and. So it's 4 and, 4 and. It doesn't have to be exact because you're sliding up into a note. You've just got to try and make it sound there. If this was a guitar, there'd be another fret there. If it was a uke, banjo, mandolin, all those fretted instruments, there'd be one here. Due to the way the frets are, we're missing one there, and every time there's a large gap. So we're aiming roughly for there. So that now sounds like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One bar: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One bar again: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you don't want to do that, you can do this. So this time we're going to create that note with a slide. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's 1 and, add the first finger at the first fret of the string nearest your chin for the 2 and, off for the 3 and for the 4 and. So one bar would sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So as you can hear, it adds something to it. Now, you can do as much of this as you want, as little as you want. You don't have to make all 4 bars played the same way. Vary it up a little bit. It's entirely up to you. So I'm going to improvise now using a couple of techniques. So now I'm going to play the top line. So as you can see, I mixed a load of ideas up there into the first 4 bars. You don't have to do what you do for the first bar all the way through. You can vary it up a little bit by adding slides, finger lifts, and chop chords or block chords or crunch. You can do whichever you wish. Another technique you can use is letting the slide ring clear. So if we take one of these patterns, 1 and 2 and 3 and. So that what we're doing there is we're letting the slide move up, but we don't do the upstroke on the and of 4, but you still count it in your head. So it'll be like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and. Hear it? And 3 and 4 and. So you can do that. So very slowly: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're not doing the upstroke, we're simply missing that out, but we must count it in our head. And you can do that. Or do the upstroke as well. It's entirely up to you. So you can do long notes, adds a bit of tension. So like I said, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and. You can do that if you wish. Again, you can do anything you wish, whatever you feel right. The most important thing is keeping the beat going in your head. You can't do this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, because you lose control. You lose control of the beat. You're not keeping that beat going in people's mind. That small gap is long enough for most people to manage with. They can understand that there's a gap there and then you're coming back in. So again, or you can do crunch like that. So the crunch again can last 2 beats. So it'd be 1 and 2 and 3 and. Hear how that just extended? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you play around with stuff like this, you'll start to notice rhythm patterns that you hear in songs, because sometimes the rhythm denotes the song more than the melody. You hear certain rhythms in music and you go, oh, that's that song. So again, you can extend it, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and with the slide, 1 and 2 and 3 and. So all these techniques are what you can add to the top line of the 12-bar blues in whatever key your dulcimer is tuned in, and it just stops it being the same over time. There is one proviso to this, I would say. If somebody's singing and playing a melody, you mustn't distract from them. If somebody's singing, if somebody's playing a melody on an instrument, that must carry the song, because that's the bit people will whistle. They don't whistle the rhythm, they whistle the tune. But when there's gaps, you can fill in. Like I say, you don't have to do it all the time, you can just add it now and again. And just add it in. So, I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to Blackpool Music School for more videos. The more thumbs up and more subscribers we get, the more videos we will post. So until next time, take care, keep practicing, keep playing, and as always, goodbye.